Hello everyone, you're welcome to simplify this square root math problem, which is the square root of 15 plus square root of 21 plus square root of 25 plus square root of 35 divided by square root of 3 plus square root of 7 plus square root of 20. So in this case, let's provide a solution here. So the first step is that we can let x to be equal to square root of 15, which we can express as the square root of 5 multiplied by 3, then plus square root of 21, which we can also express as the square root of 3 multiplied by 7, then plus square root of 25, which we can express as the square root of 5 multiplied by 5, then plus square root of 35, which we can express as the square root of 5 multiplied by 7. This is divided by square root of 3. We have square root of 3 here, plus square root of 7, then plus square root of 20, which we can express as square root of 4 multiplied by 5. Now, this is actually in the form of square root of a times b, and this can be expressed as the square root of a times square root of b. Now, applying this property, this means that we have x is equal to square root of 5 multiplied by square root of 3, plus here we have square root of 3 multiplied by square root of 7, then plus here we have square root of 5 multiplied by square root of 5, then here we have square root of 5, so this is plus square root of 5 multiplied by square root of 7, then everything here divided by square root of 3 plus square root of 7, then plus square root of 4 multiplied by square root of 5. Now, if we check here, we have that the square root of 3 is common. So this means that we can factor out square root of 3. So we have square root of 3 into the parentheses. This is the square root of 5 plus square root of 7. Then plus, again here we have square root of 5 is common. So we have the square root of 5 into the parentheses. This is square root of 5 plus square root of 7. This is divided by square root of 3 plus square root of 7, then plus square root of 4, this is 2, square root of 5. The next step is that we have x is equal to, now square root of 5 plus 7 is common here, so we can factor out square root of 5 plus square root of 7. Then we have square root of 3 plus square root of 5. Everything here divided by square root of 3 plus square root of 7. Then plus, now 2 square root of 5. This is the same thing as square root of 5 plus square root of 5. Now we have that x is equal to, this is square root of 5 plus square root of 7, cross the parentheses. Then we have square root of 3 plus square root of 5 divided by, now we can express this as, remember we have square root of 5 here and square root of 3 and square root of 7. So we have square root of 5 plus square root of 7 plus square root of 3 plus square root of 5. Now we can express x, this is equal to square root of 5 plus square root of 7 multiplied by, here we can express this as the square root of 5 plus square root of 3 divided by square root of 5 plus square root of 7, then plus square root of 5 plus square root of 3. Now, the next step from here, we can let a to be equal to square root of 5 plus square root of 7. Then we can let b be equal to square root of 5 plus square root of 3. So this is to mean that x, in this case, this will be equal to a multiplied by b divided by a plus b. So this means again we can express x is equal to, this is a, b divided by a, then plus we have a times b divided by b. Now this means again here, this implies that here we can establish that 1 over x, this is equal to, now in this case we'll have a plus b divided by a times b. So therefore we have 1 over x, this is equal to a over ab plus b over a times b. So that now we simplify here, a and a simplifies. The same case, b and b here simplifies. So we have 1 over x, this is equal to 1 over b plus 1 over a. Now we have 1 over x is 1 over b plus 1 over a. Now if you recall, we have seen that we let a to be equal to, this is square root of 7 plus root 5. Then we have that b is equal to square root of 5 plus square root of 3. So this means that 1 over x, this is equal to 1 over root 5 plus root 3, then plus 1 over a, which is 1 over root 7 plus root 5. Now, the next step from here, this is 1 over x, this is equal to, we can express this as 1 over root 5 plus root 3. Now, let's introduce a conjugate here. Let's rationalize the denominator. That is by multiplying by the conjugate of this, which is the square root of 5 minus square root of 3. This conjugate, let's multiply in the numerator here, which is square root of 5 minus square root of 3, then plus. Now here we have 1 over root 7 plus root 5. This means that let's rationalize also here. We have square root of 7 minus square root of 5. Again, we multiply the numerator here by square root of 7, subtract square root of 5. Okay, now this is 1 over x. This is equal to, in the numerator here we have square root of 5 minus square root of 3 divided by, now square root of 5 plus 3, this is of the form a plus b, multiplying by square root of 5 minus 3. This is the same thing as a subtract b. Remember, this is the difference of two perfect squares that we can express as a squared minus b squared. So this is to mean that here we have square root of 5 raised to the power of 2 minus square root of 3 raised to the power of 2, then plus, in the numerator here we have square root of 7 minus square root of 5 divided by, the same case here, let's apply this, the difference of two perfect squares, so that we have square root of 7 raised to the power of 2, subtract square root of 5 raised to the power of 2. So this is to imply that 1 over x, this is equal to square root of 5 minus square root of 3 divided by, now let's eliminate the square root sign here, so that we have 5 minus, here we have 3, 5 minus 3, then plus, now here we have square root of 7, subtract square root of 5 divided by, now let's eliminate the square root sign here, so this is 7 minus 5, so we have 7 minus 5. So we have 1 over x, this is equal to root 5 minus root 3 divided by 5 minus 3, which is 2, then plus, here we have root 7 minus root 5 divided by 7 minus 5, which is 2. Now, this means that 1 over x, this is equal to, we have the LCM here, which is actually equal to 2. So that 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 times root 5 minus root 3, this becomes root 5 minus root 3. Then plus 2 divided by 2 is 1 times root 7 minus root 5. So this becomes plus root 7 minus root 5. So we have root 5 minus root 5. This simplifies so that now we have 1 over x. This is equal to, this is the same thing as root 7 minus root 3 divided by 2. Divided by 2. 1 over x is equal to root 7 minus root 3 over 2. So this means that x is equal to, this is 2 divided by root 7 subtract root 3. The next step from here is to rationalize the denominator here by introducing a conjugate, which is the square root of 7 plus square root of 3. Also, let's multiply the numerator with the conjugate, which is square root of 7 plus square root of 3. So we have that x is equal to, now this is 2 into the parentheses, this is square root of 7 plus root 3. This is divided by, now remember this is in the form of a plus b multiplied by a plus b. Remember this is the difference of two perfect squares that we can express as a squared minus b squared. So in the denominator here we have root 7 raised to the power of 2 minus root 3 raised to the power of 2. So we have that x is equal to, this is 2 into the parentheses, this is root 7 plus root 3. This is divided by, now let's eliminate the square root sign here. So we have 7 minus 3. So this is to imply that x is equal to, now we have 2 into the parentheses, this is root 7 plus root 3 divided by 7 minus 3, and this is equal to 4. Now let's simplify here. Now 2 divided by 2 is 1, 4 divided by 2, this is 2. So we have the value of x equal to, this is root 7 plus root 3 divided by 2. So this is the value of x. This is the value of x. So kindly follow the steps, like this video, and kindly subscribe. Please like this video and kindly subscribe. See you in the next video.